Hey folks, how you doing? I'm here on my own right now because I need to offer you an apology. I've made a small mistake. I didn't realize that Australia had shifted back in the time zone from daylight savings, and we're pushing the show back 1 hour today. So there's nobody watching live just yet. But if you watch the replay, you're going to hear me repeat this a couple of times. And unfortunately, I made a little mistake, but it happens. Even though it's my home country, I live in Japan, as you all know. So yeah, I made a little mistake there. Oh, we got one thumb up, so somebody's paying attention and catching it already. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Time zones shift. It's that time of year, and it's not very fair to say to Suze and Dave, "Hey, hurry up and get ready right this second," when it was me who didn't realize the time zone had switched. So yeah, so that's why I'm just here right now to let you know that we're shifting back 1 hour. So if you're in Australia and you read the original post, your times are still correct. Because that's the time that we're basing it on. But if you're anywhere else in the world, even here in Japan, I normally start at 9 a.m., but it's 10 a.m. for me for this particular episode today because I screwed up the time. It happens. So this is just a quick announcement video just to let you all know we are shifting back today's show 1 hour. So for the Americans, it's not a bad thing, and Canadians and South Americans, if there's anybody out there watching from South America. But for the English and the Europeans, I'm very sorry, guys, because it's going to be a really late night if you were planning on tuning in, and if you do end up tuning in. So I just needed to make the announcement. So if you know anybody else who is planning on watching, please just message them for me and offer my apologies and let them know. And I'm human. Plus, I'm exhausted, as you all know. But you know what? While we're here, if anybody's got any questions or anybody wants to jump in quickly and say hello here. Hey, Aaron. If anybody wants to jump on quickly, I'm not going to stay here for the entire hour building up. But if anyone wants to jump in and say hello, you know what? I'm going to throw a link publicly right now into everywhere and see if it comes up and see if anybody jumps inside and says hello. So I'm going to paste it and hit internet right now. And you can click that link with your webcam and jump in. There you go. It looks like that worked. Since you were sleep deprived earlier and didn't connect the dots, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I did, Aaron. It's just the way it goes. I keep forgetting that Albus Band is you. I know exactly who you are. Okay. Shontai Simic. I didn't want to say it wrong. Sorry. Ian Wright. Yes. Thanks, Ian. Sorry, I know you saw the Queen video. Man, I got to tell you guys out there, this Queen video is blowing up. I put it up like not even 48 hours ago, and I'll refresh my my browser right now and have a look and see how many views we've got up here because it's going epic. I'm really stoked with this. The Queen video is now at 15,192 views in that's 15, not 50 yet. 15,192 views in not even 48 hours. I'm pretty happy with that. It's about 45 hours. Cheers. Janice Lala, we'll try. Wow, that's cool. Thank you. But if anybody wants to jump in here and say hello and come and introduce yourself to the world and just quickly do that, by all means, click the link that I sent and be on Google Chrome, by the way. It doesn't seem to work properly without being on Google Chrome. I'd love to meet some of you guys out there who come along and watch the show. I appreciate the audience very, very, very much. Thank you. And if you got time, please tell your friends, because if they saw Van Halen, I keep going on about this, but it's a cool thing. If you saw Van Halen or know somebody who saw Van Halen on the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge tour in '92 and saw their rockin' opening band, that's these guys, the Baby Animals. And I'm so excited to have them on there. And I don't know how sensitive of a topic it will be. It might not be. I don't know. But Susie's ex-husband is Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. They have children together, and I plan on being respectful about that. Here we go. Somebody. Oh, Remco's coming to say hello from Queensland. The crazy Dutchman is in the house. How you going, mate?
From Australia, mate.
Of course you are. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm rather well. So tell the people out there watching,
podcast or live chats or whatever you want to call it.
Live streams with famous friends.
I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
I've been watching most of them. If I didn't have to run out to keep my work happening, keep on working. But yeah, no, it's really good. I really enjoy it, and I've been sharing it to everybody.
Champion, thank you. That's exactly what it's all about, and I really appreciate that. You
got to keep on going with this.
Well, I haven't run out of famous friends yet.
That's why you let us in now, eh?
Say again.
So that's what we are allowed on the show now because you didn't run out yet.
Well, as in, hang on, James Lament. Speaking of famous friends, James Lamenzo has just sent me a message right now.
Oh, there you go.
Read and see what he says.
Did a better run out.
Here we go. Oh well, no. Well, I mean, as in, like, I haven't run out of them to be able to do episodes of the show yet. That's what I'm getting at.
No. That's cool. No, but it's really good. It keeps the community open. As I said to Doug, our friend Doug, the other day, it's it gets the music community closer.
That's what this is all about, and thank you for saying
it's
that.
what you do. It's great. Steve Vai even spends time on Facebook Live now and talks to the people about all this stuff that you read about. It's
I actually spoke to Steve yesterday. I gave him a call and had a quick chat to him about a few things, and he's doing well. I can tell you right now, he's doing his podcast 2 days a week, and he said it's keeping him very, very, very busy, and he's enjoying doing it. It's at midday, and so midday for him in LA is like, let me think, if it's 5 p.m. there and 9 a.m. here, go back 5 hours, so that becomes 4 a.m. here. A little bit hard for me to tune into his show at 4 a.m.
Yeah, so that's why I watch it later. It's the same for us, because I think you and I are only about an hour different, because it's 10 o'clock here.
Well, it's 9 o'clock here.
9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Shauna Sings, please jump in. Yeah, like, come and say hello. I want to meet a few of you guys. So just to reiterate, the reason I'm here like this right now is because I screwed up, and Remco's just here jumping in to say hello. Like, I've put up a link. I'll post the link again right now. If anybody wants to jump in quickly and say hello, I'm going to be here for about another 10 minutes, and I'm going to have a quick rest and get ready for the show. But Australia changed back its time zones. Daylight savings is over as of the other day, and I didn't realize. And I advertised the show for starting like 10 minutes ago. And obviously it's not fair on Suze and Dave from Baby Animals. But Susie and Dave are phenomenally awesome. I love this band
It'll be fun
so
to talk
much.
with, mate.
Definitely.
I just bumped into
cool
David last
stories.
year doing the Melbourne Guitar Show. And
Nice.
he gave a clinic there. It was really good fun to
He's a
catch up with
champion,
him
that guy.
and hear him play, man.
He's a stellar player.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, so are you.
Not really anymore, mate. I appreciate that, but I've kind of lost a bit of my skill, so I just want to move this camera down a little bit if I can and readjust a little.
That's what you get when you play too much with cameras, man. That's it.
But I love playing with cameras, and I'm good at playing with cameras. So leave me alone.
You're a champ playing with cameras, man. I'm a champ playing with SolidWorks, so that's what I'm doing at the moment now.
So tell the people watching what it is that you do, Remco, because you do some pretty awesome stuff, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. I design guitar hardware, new hardware for headless guitars. So you can see it on apollomusicparts.com. So I've got bridges for headless guitars. We got a multi-scale tremolo. We just came out at NAMM this year. So you get like a almost a 20 mil offset for your tremolo. So you can do like a full multi-scale and have a full floating tremolo on it.
So have any big companies like Strandberg or Ormsby or any of those taken up on your stuff yet?
Well, Strandberg won't, because Ola makes his own stuff. He designs his own hardware. Rusty Cooley, who is endorsed by.
Hang on a second. That's right. Just give me one quick second.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here for too much longer, Remco.
So am I.
But anyway, I got to quickly let people.
I've got that's then the multi-scale tremolo. Fits in a Floyd Rose, so you can actually just get your Floyd Rose guitar and bump this one in and use it as a normal tremolo. And we've got all kinds of other stuff. So it's Apollo Music Parts, but we're not here to plug my company.
Well, I did give you the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, no, and I will.
Once again, for the audience watching, if you didn't catch the information I said earlier, I screwed up. The Australian time zone has shifted from daylight savings back to normal because they've gone from summer into winter, much like here in Japan. We've done the opposite, like America does. Yeah, in Queensland, it's cold. It's dropped from like 40 degrees to 38, and they're freezing.
Yep.
But dude, you're from Holland. It should be completely fine for you. You must be used to European weather.
Yeah, why do you think I moved to Australia?
Oh, there you go. So
I never liked the cold weather.
because of my mistake, we are moving the show back 1 hour from the original scheduled time. So Australia, you'll still read the time correctly. New Zealand will still read the time correctly. For Japan, it'll be going from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And for New York, it'll go to 6. Sorry, it'll go from 8 to 9. So 9 p.m. New York time. LA, it'll go to 6 p.m. Europe, Western Europe for Germany and Spain and that whole side, it'll go from 2 a.m. to 3, unfortunately. So I doubt any of you are going to. Sorry, from 1 to 2. And unfortunately for the UK, my poor mate Cameron Brown and everyone else over in the UK, if you're going to watch, it's going to go now from 2 to 3 a.m., which I don't think anybody will be watching. But
we'll see. We'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just nicer to watch it live. So forgive me. All right, Remco, I'm going to kick you out of here, and
I'll see you later, Jason.
Exactly. Thanks, mate.
Good luck with the show. Keep on going, mate.
Thanks. I will. I appreciate the support.
No worries. Bye-bye.
So yes, that's what's going on. So Caleb, I just see Caleb Rappaport is here. Caleb, I screwed up because Australia's time zone is shifted, so I'm shifting the show back 1 hour, so it'll start at 6 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. for you. My bad. My mistake. Shauna Marie sings, I really want you to jump in here and say hello, but I guess maybe you're too shy. I don't know. But I've always wanted to just say hi because you're so supportive of what's going on here, and it's really sweet of you to do it. Hang on. I won't be jumping in today. Maybe another time. Okay, cool. I just looked up and saw your message from earlier. Actually, Caleb, jump in quickly and let's tell the folks about the 22nd, mate. Let's do that. Just quickly hit the link, and here it is. And I won't be staying for much longer. Quickly hit the link and let's tell the good people out there what's going on. Getting messages. And I'm just kind of killing time here because I'm seeing what's going on. Oh, Tommy Emmanuel's doing a live video right now on Instagram, just for the record. I just lost my entire audience announcing that. Come on, Caleb. What are you doing? Are you coming in or not? I'm not sure if he is or not. I'm sure he would love to plug the 22nd. Yeah, are you coming, Mr. Rappaport? He's not yet. What's he doing? He's not even commenting. Maybe he's left the stream already. I'm not seeing anything from Caleb right now. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to bail. So unless he pops in just before I hit the end button, I'll see you all back here in 45 minutes from now. All right. Tell your friends. Share this. Oh, here he is. Caleb's here. Hey, mate.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Although you should turn your phone around.
I should?
Yeah, because then you go widescreen. We can see more of you.
Oh, sideways, you mean?
Yeah. There you go.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon. So tell the folks out there what's happening on the 22nd of April, your time, 23rd for us.
Well, barring any kind of medical issues, right? We don't know what's going to happen in a few weeks, but
isn't that true?
We should have the 4 members of Nerd Halen on with Mr. Jason McNamara.
That's going to be fun. All 4 of you guys. That's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So 2 weeks from today.
We need to promote the shit out of that because we've got to get an audience for it. We've got to get an audience. And that's what I'm noticing. Okay. When the bands post this stuff on their social media, our numbers just go really big. When the bands don't, it goes all right, but you know.
Yeah, well, our social media isn't, like some of these other guys. Our band's only a year old, so
doesn't matter. We got the more people that do the word of mouth thing, the more it gets out there, and the more people are going to watch.
Well, looking forward to it. We'll just let Hal take it, and we'll chime in for occasionally. But Mr. Hal Sparks is a very outgoing personality, very funny, and should be very entertaining for everyone. And you can ask all your Van Halen type questions to me, or Jeff Page, our drummer, is pretty heavy into the Van Halen too. So,
well, I will tell you right now, because you're going to love knowing this, and so are the Van Halen fans out there. I called Dave Leslie, like the guitarist from Baby Animals, about 30 minutes ago and said, dude, are you ready for the show? And he goes, the show's not starting for another hour. I was like, what? He goes, it's daylight savings, mate. Sorry, daylight savings is finished. That's when I realized, and I dawned on me, because I was like, where the hell is he? Why isn't he on here? And I said to him, I was like, dude, have you got the guitar that Eddie gave you ready for the show? He goes, it's right next to me, mate. Have you got an amp set up? It's right next to me, ready to go.
Awesome. I might be a little late, but I'll be in there for sure. So
all right.
It's right at dinner time. So
yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so he's got plenty of Van Halen stories to tell. He's just like, I'm opening the book. I'm just going for it. So
I'm excited. And let me just say, your video, just epic.
Oh, the Queen video.
Oh my god. Oh my god, just fantastic. I loved it. I mean, every minute of it, and I love seeing all our the Ultimate Jam Night people that were in it, and Cameron, and you got Bumblefoot. I mean, it's insane. I can't believe it hasn't been. Has he reposted or has he reacted to it yet or no?
Yes, we've received an email from Brian May. Oh, we have received it, and it was incredible. I don't know if I'm allowed to read it out publicly yet, which is why I haven't done it. I've read it out to people. Like, if this was a private call just between you and me, I'd tell you, I'd read it out. But
okay,
he was very happy with it, like insanely happy. Like, he's shared it. He's actually shared it on his personal YouTube, Facebook page.
Okay, like, I have to check. I mean, I checked yesterday or the day before.
So if you go on Facebook and go to Brian May, actually, you know what? I can probably even bring it up. I think I've got it on my computer here still, because I was just so blown away by it. Let me see here. As long as nobody messages me in the meantime, I might just refresh it one time, and I'll change this over, and I'll show you. So let me just get this ready on here, and I'll quickly show you guys while we've got some casual time to chat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring it up on the other computer.
And for anybody, I don't know if there's anybody out there who's watching right now who hasn't seen what we're talking about. You got to see it, because it's Brian May's been asking people to make a video with me and jam with me, and it's and people have done it. I've seen some other guys do it, but Jason just went way over the top. And
I don't even drink, and honestly, I've been waiting for somebody to make some sort of a comment with that whole that funny thing that says, like, somebody goes, "Here, hold my beer."
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I took that one to heart.
But Jason is a Queen super fan, so
I do like me some Queen.
Yeah. No.
So here you go.
I expected no less.
Hang on. Sorry, I got to change this. I just realized I had the monitor set up wrong. 1 second. It's good that I'm doing all this now, because then I've got time to get it right for when I go into my show with the Baby Animals. And I'm exhausted. I'm so tired.
I bet.
I haven't really caught up on any sleep yet. Staying up at 48 years of age, staying up till 5:30 in the morning is not an easy thing. And then getting up at 7. I had an hour and a half sleep the night before the Kenny Aronoff show, just before I posted that thing.
That's a nap.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, it is. I didn't think of that. Now, arrangement. Here we go. Mirror displays. All right, that's better. All right, so get rid of that. The hell? Okay. I think this is working right now. Close that. Yep, there we go. Now bring up Facebook, and this should. There it is. Okay, excellent. We've got it now. So
big screen.
You'll see as I'm just going to shift this window. I'm a little bit slow today. There we go. All right. So that's Brian May's official page. Like, he's got 768,000 something people liking this page, and it's his official personal one. And there it is right there. So he shared it, I don't know, trying to work out the dates and times, a couple of days ago. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He's good friends with Jeff Scott Soto, and that's how we got the email, because Jeff sent it to him. It's been shared 184 times from his page. But what Cameron sent me today, which is insane. Let me get this up live. Sorry, Loudwire actually shared it. Let me see here. Hammer 2, 4.
I've seen a lot of people sharing it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
Really, I mean, I'm like, I'm blown away.
Here we go.
And I'm not at all bummed that I'm not in it.
The fact that you said that says it all.
No, really, I wasn't.
Why isn't this? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I'll sort that out. But basically, Loudwire shared it and wrote some really cool bits and pieces and referred to me a couple of times and even mentioned my dream sequence, which is what we did in the storyline. And honestly, it was all from inside my crazy head. I just decided I wanted to get a bit silly with it. And it's a huge thanks to RJ Hale. He's the one who, when I put it to RJ, we caught up and had a chat a couple of weeks ago. And he's like, dude, anything you want from me, I'm in. Just whatever you want.
Awesome.
Tell me. I'm there. I'll do it.
No,
and I called him up.
Jay Hannon. Yeah, Jay Hannon did a fantastic job too on the mix. I mean, it's really well. And that ain't easy because he's getting like little video hits from all these different people, and he's got to put them all together. And
well, actually, the way that I did it, because obviously I know how to do a video, is I actually asked them to record their audio on audio gear and do video on their camera at the same time, and then we'll sync it up later. So they actually all recorded their audio with decent quality gear, and that's how we got such good sound. The only person whose audio came from their phone was Brian May.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't exactly ask Brian May to do it differently because he's the one who issued the challenge in the first place.
No.
So yeah. Anyway, listen, I got to get off here.
I love it. Yeah, I love that he's just there on the side the whole time.
Oh, thank you.
I just think it's such a great thing, and I was just really happy for you. That's all.
Thanks, mate.
I was watching it. So.
I was stoked. I mean, it was just
yeah
to be able to do it, and then the biggest person, the biggest people I need to actually thank for that thing. I mean, obviously Brian May for even posting the challenge in the first place and giving me the opportunity to flex my creative muscles. But the biggest two people I got to thank is Jay Hannon, because without his sound mix, it wouldn't have done shit, and Marco Miniman, because Brian didn't play to a click track. And the time, because when you play and you just jam it by yourself, you don't think about that. It's not a thing that you want to stay in time. You're just playing and having some fun. And Marco actually sat down, had the laptop next to him, and was playing his parts and just checking on Brian from now and then and making sure. And he was the one who locked into the time, and then everyone else could lay down from there. And when I reached out to like these guys, Stu Ham was like, I'm in. I had a few people who were going to do it, and for whatever reason, they just didn't come through, or they couldn't get the recording done right, or whatever their issue was. And it's a real shame because there's a few really talented people. But I will say this right now. We're going to do another one.
Okay. Let's do another one.
I've got a few ideas. About how I'm going to make this happen. My creativity is going through the roof at the moment. So.
It's, everybody's, some of the blessing of this whole thing is that people are stuck in their creative process with very few interruptions, and that is going to cause some of the most incredible stuff. We're gonna see incredible art, music, scripts. People are writing scripts now. I mean, it's all going to lead to something very special. So there's a bright side to all of this.
You know what else we're going to be seeing in about 9 or 10 months' time, don't you? A lot of babies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
There's going to be a baby boom like we haven't had in 50 years or longer.
Not in this house.
I got to run. Not in mine either. All right, mate. I'll see everybody shortly for the actual show. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you, Caleb Rappaport.
Have a great show, Jason.
Thanks,
and
mate.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Nerd Halen, 2 weeks, right here.
Nerd Halen. I'm going to get a sample of Jay Hannon doing that. He does it better than anybody.
That's right.
Later, y'all.